Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Mel and Brad Simmonds. Hi guys, how's it going?
Hi, buddy. All
how's
good.
it?
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So, why don't you guys start by introducing yourselves?
Well, I'm Brad Simmonds. I'm a country singer. That's what my forte is. I also a heavy equipment operator. I was in the mining for 16 and a half years. I was in the mining. So now I got back into the country singing again with my new wife. Thanks to my new wife, I guess, because I gave it up for a little while there. And this is my second marriage. And so my new wife, Mel, she was really into music and she really pushed me. And so here I am. And so I owe a lot of my success right now to my beautiful wife, Mel. So
Thanks, babe.
yeah, take it over, love it. It's your turn.
And I'm Mel, and I'm a songwriter, and I also manage artists. Brad's my fave, of course. And we're here from Newfoundland, and we're excited to do this interview with you today. Thank you.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Happy to have you guys along the ride with us. So, what made you guys want to do music?
Well, I was kind of into music, I guess, pretty much all my life. I grew up around a musical family on both sides, my mom and my dad's. I was 5 years old and I got my first guitar. I was actually, my dad drove a school bus, and now I got my first guitar. I was in the hospital at Christmas, and the kids on the bus took away a collection on the bus and on the school bus, and that's what they did. They got the money together and they gave me a guitar, and I was 5 years old. I played left-handed. I am left-handed, but now I play right-handed. So just with my musical background in the family, and it just kept me going, like I said. And I always love our whole country music. You can't beat old Waylon and Merle and George and all those guys. So
What about you, Mel?
I guess I've always had a way with words, so songwriting just hit me one time when we were in Nashville after we had some quite exciting experiences with Alan Jackson and Cotty Trout. And that's when I wrote my first song. And it just snowballed from there. But before I started songwriting, I was always into event planning and marketing and putting off concerts and that kind of thing. So it just went up my alley. When I met Brad, it just clicked, and we're kind of the yin and a yang. So like he's got the musical part and I've got the lyrics, and together we made a dynamic duo.
we're not sure who's yin and who's yang.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. But it's been a wonderful journey so far, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you guys could choose any person to do a collaboration with, other than yourselves, who would you choose and why?
Well, my hero growing up was Waylon Jennings. I love Waylon. A lot of people say a lot of my songs I sing a lot like Waylon. I do some Waylon songs, obviously. He's got a grandson out there right now, Wade Jennings. So, Mr. Wade Jennings, if you're listening to this interview, which I hope you do, it would be my utmost pleasure if I ever got the opportunity to get on stage and sing with Wade Jennings. Just because who he is, he's a grandson of Mr. Waylon Jennings.
And I've always liked Reba.
Oh yes, Reba's awesome.
Yeah, Reba's awesome. My favorite couple, I think, is Johnny and June. But then I also like Garth and Trisha. They remind me a lot of me and Brad. But yeah.
I see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
Two of them on a second marriages too, aren't they?
They are. They're a blended family, and she's into cooking and things as well, the same as I am. Like she's a baker and all that, and they each have their own separate things, but they come together, and yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys.
She is a wonderful cook.
Oh, Mel is.
Only writes wonderful songs, but she's a wonderful cook.
Let me ask you, Brad, what is one of your favorite dishes that she makes you?
Oh boy. Well, actually, she made something tonight. Chicken fettuccine with Alfredo sauce and stuff. Now that was all made and was so delicious.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, it was wonderful.
That's wonderful. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. But she makes lots of super things, but that's one, yeah. That's one that's gonna stick out for me now for a while for sure.
It's kind of a treat because we eat mostly keto. So
Yeah,
it was a treat for him tonight.
yeah, that's right. So, yeah, we've been on this keto for the last few years, I guess, and two of us dropped a lot of weight on keto. And when you lose it, you don't really want to put it back, but you gotta have treats every now and then too. So tonight we decided, oh well, she's gonna feed me pasta. So wonderful, wonderful. Yeah.
So do you guys have any new singles or upcoming projects you want to chat about?
Well,
Where do we start?
where do we start? Really, my wife is well, I always go to my wife. She's really busy at like I said, the keto noof part 2 is another part of our business that we're trying to get off the ground. There is really doing well. And our music, like I said, she is I call her a wifeager because she's my wife and also my manager. So she's a wifeager. And yeah. So, but we do have a few things in the fire right now. We've got quite a few songs they're doing. I've got been the last little while now programming some songs, getting some music in that for them. Now I was getting ready for to go in the studio type thing. We just came back from the ECMA Awards.
East Coast Music
East
Awards.
Coast Music Awards in Fredericton, where we met a lot of fantastic people. And I want to give a big shout out to all the Music NL for sure, Music Newfoundland for helping us, Music Newfoundland Labrador, and all the congratulations to all the winners.
Oh, we had fantastic.
Yeah, we had a fantastic time.
Event. We had a
Lots
lot of
great
networking and we met a lot of people in the music industry, and it was just fantastic. They gave us a lot of tips, and it was a good educational sessions as well. Like it wasn't just shows of talent, it was also like how to export and things like that, because there's a lot more behind the music than just seeing somebody on stage, of course.
I mean, getting up and singing your song is the easiest part, right?
That's the fun part.
That's the fun part, getting up and singing your song when it's all done. There's a lot of work goes behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize the time goes into and money to get things done before that song gets really rolled out over your lips. Yeah.
And I agree 1000%. It's one of the things that people don't understand what we have to do as radio people, musicians, promoters.
That's right.
You know, it's work. It's really hard, and we appreciate people that actually do understand that, and kind of help us out a little bit. Whether that be financial help or just supportive help in general.
That's right. That's right. I mean, the biggest promoters all is your fans or whatever promote you by word of mouth and that, and it can't happen without them. And I thank each and every one of them, because I mean, every week there's voting things to do, different things. You got to come up and vote. You're all of a sudden you're in some kind of a countdown that you need fans to vote you in and one thing the other. And just to let them all know, and I'm sure they all know by now, is well, we went a month in April of every day that they could vote for this ISSA award show in Atlanta. So it was fan based for the first month. Now it's gone to the judging part, but so we ended up, me and Mel together here, we're up for 7 awards.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Fantastic. We'll be going to Atlanta in August. And, and like Brad was saying, it's like the music industry is changing. It's not based on radio play so much anymore. It's based more on fans. So we really rely on fans to be sharing our things and be interacting with them and following our live feeds and that kind of thing. It makes it more interesting, really.
Oh, absolutely.
For everyone. So it's great.
And I mean, that's like you speak about the last few years with the pandemic and stuff. I mean, you can probably relate to this as well. As what I'm finding now is that independent artists are getting lots of airtime as well, just like the regular, Alan Jacksons or whatever. So many people out there playing our stuff right now. I mean, you know, and we got to thank each and every one of those radio stations like yourself, that's independent like us, trying to do something with the music world. And we can't thank you enough for putting our music out there for us. And the last few years, I just think that has brought us all closer together in that way.
I agree. I definitely agree. I think this industry has come together as a whole during these last couple of years.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put us on a leveling playing field, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, for me, it's so exciting as well. Like Mel saying, I mean, she never came from Charlottetown, but she never came from a much bigger community than myself. We're in the middle of Terranova National Park. Like I said, a little community of Charlottetown. Our rare is up at like 280, 300 people in a community. I'm here now, a little community of 280 people. And all of a sudden I'm going, you know, to the ISSA awards. I'm on all kinds of charts. I was 7 or 8 weeks in the row, top 100 now. And
We're
I mean,
outside of the norm in our community.
yeah, like, you know, we got somebody not too long ago was over in Egypt.
Yeah.
And he was riding a camel and he was listening to It's My Time, one of our songs in Egypt. On
the back of a camel.
On the back of a camel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, God love him, like, you know, but ooh,
this wouldn't have happened 20 years ago.
No.
Right.
No. That's right.
So it's fantastic.
I don't know if it would have happened 5 years ago. What I'm saying, in the last 2 years and 2.5 years, I brought our music. You know, I mean, you know, you can go on any day of time. We're worldwide now, thanks to people like yourself there, Kayden, that's helping us out. So, you know, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're most welcome. And definitely, I hope you guys have fun in Atlanta. I'd love to go, but, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to, but, you know, you never know.
Well, we're really looking forward to it. We got to perform. I got to perform down there too as well. So,
and I'm the MC
exciting.
for the after party. Yeah, so that's going to be fantastic. We can't wait to meet everyone.
And we've gotten to talk to so many people online, and you know, through our music, listen to each other music, and all of a sudden, we just feeling that, you know, when we get there, we're some of the people that they want to meet as well. Like, you know, because we've been talking to them so much.
It's like family.
Like family.
Right.
You know, so we're all here supporting each other, and which is really good.
So where can people find you guys on social media platforms?
We're on all the major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Kicker. You can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We're on it all. Some more active than the others because of course we can't be active in everything. Right. But Facebook, Brad has a group, Brad Simmonds Country Music, and he puts off live shows. And I'm on Facebook, just Mel Simmonds.
Wonderful.
Got a website there.
There's a website, yeah.
So.
Wonderful. And is there anything that I forgot to mention that you guys would like to mention?
I don't think so. Just, you know, like I said, we can't thank each and every one of you guys enough, and all our fans. Keep up with what you're doing. Like I said, I know it must get monotonous. Every day you're on Facebook. Okay, it's time to vote.
I feel bad asking them to vote, but it's
right.
Like, it's like years ago you would have had to call into your radio station and speak to the receptionist, and then you would have to try to wait to get online and then speak to a DJ to request your song, and it'd take probably a half hour. Or now it only takes 30 seconds for you to click the link and say our name, right? So click our name, so it's not too bad. So I try to remember that, but it just, I feel bad asking to be voting all the time, but it's the only way to do it right now. So please.
Yeah, it's one of the things where it's like, you feel bad that you're like, but people seem to understand that you're not really begging, like, and it only takes 30 seconds, really. You just go and click a button. You're
and
done.
I'm sure there's a majority of them says, wow, like, they're so happy that they're involved in it too. Like, just more so. So they're clicking your page every day, getting updates, what you're doing or anything you put on there or whatever. And
the more votes and the more clicks and things that we get, I mean, the more popular you are, which means that the more help you receive, and we could put more music out there to help people.
Yeah.
So,
well, actually on Spotify and Apple Music, It's My Time and Giving God a Shout, our last two singles, they're there. Then I done another CD that Santa gave me back a few years ago. It was a big book from Santa, and my big surprise was a session in a recording studio to do a CD. And so what happened when I was doing my live shows, Mel would be there on the computer as well watching, and we would get people involved to pick the best songs that they've heard over various shows. So, I mean, obviously you couldn't put every song on a CD, but the ones that got the most votes, we put, I think 12 on a CD, 13 on a CD. And we had the CDs come, and within 4 or 5 days or 6 days or whatever, or less than a week, I had my CDs sold.
They were so I had to order another cut.
Order another cut.
So we actually made it so that they were involved in it. And when I wrote the letter to Santa, like I videoed it and put it on Facebook. So when he opened the letter and read the letter and seen that he was getting recording time, and Santa said, you know, you're getting to go to a studio to do your own CD, I recorded that and put on Facebook as well. So it was like, we let them be a part of our journey right from the beginning. And I think that's important, because it's important to be transparent and to let everybody be a part of who you are and not just your songs.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I would like to thank Mel and Brad Simmonds for coming on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We truly appreciate you guys coming on today. We really do.
Oh, you're
thank you
welcome.
so much, Kayden. We love it.
And we really appreciate the Kayden show, buddy. I tell you now, thank you so much. I'm really glad we connected, and thank you for playing our songs. And awesome job, buddy. Keep up the good work.